You see, I don't think y'all get this. Someone earlier during the intro said that, like, that's how it's going to end. That scene from Reservoir Dogs, with everyone pointing blicks at each other. And then someone saying, don't make me do this. And then it gets done, and everyone dies. That's not far from the truth, you know? I still think that Shiva was right, and he should clip that, because I ain't never said that shit. That some fucking loser is going to run up on the wrong motherfucker, and really bad and terrible things are going to happen to both of those involved. Because y'all niggas can talk all the shit you want, right? I do. Hashtag me too. But I don't never want to do anything like that. You know? I'll fight. Oh, I'll fight all day, son. I'll catch that fade. I'm with it. Win or lose, at least I showed up. But this don't end like that. This don't end with hands. It ends different. I think a lot of you know that. And with that audience over there on the other side of the tracks, they know it too. And if and when it happens, they'll admonish it. They'll cast it away. They're like, oh my God, that's so terrible. But right now, they cheer it on. Right now, fucking slam pig rectangles, like JP fluffing stuff. And cunt, seriously, you look like a wall hanging. You look like a fucking tapestry in a hallway. You don't even have a body. You have a shape. Rectangle is that shape. Or BS. Like you sit there, you're literally, I call traders a potato. If she's a potato, you're a fucking yam, sweetie. You look like Velma from Scooby-Doo on crack. With that jacked up grill, that ugly face, that awful haircut. But y'all are the cunts to cheer that shit on. Or the fake lawyer governor broad that sucks Ernie Shell's dick. Like that cunt. You guys think, like your Lord and Savior says, you think there's no repercussions? Do you think people forget? Like I know when you cunts left, insert name here, Jimbo, Ernie, Nicolina, you bitched about it for a little while, but then you moved on. Now you hate me. Now you hate Tonic. Now you hate AC. Right? Right. That's how you niggas work. Right? Or am I wrong? I not challenge. I dare any of you to tell me I'm wrong. Because I'm not. That's the thing. I'm not wrong. I'm wrong about a lot of shit. But this, my assessment of this putrid fucking ecosystem we all reside in is 1000% accurate. You can disagree with me, that's okay. It doesn't make it not true. People talk a lot of shit. Hashtag me too. What I don't do, I don't make phone calls. I'm not a bitch. I don't threaten broads because I'm not a bitch. I don't have toothless, junky, convicted child abusers do my dirty work because I'm such a pussy.
I'm gonna watch it and mute up.
All right, buddy.
Soon.
Are you guys ready for this shit? Here we go. Now, there is a clip war going on, right? Between those two channels that everybody knows are just really dumb and only clipping things for their own benefit. And then my archivists don't clip, right? They record the entire stream and then they clip it out, right? So we can use it in court. So that's what we have with that, right? So what I'm about to do is I'm going to go into the back chats. We're gonna pull up every single last video that I have for Tonic the Fox, aka Zachary. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through this thing and we're going to see what we think about how court is going to go. And then I also want everyone to put in the chat how they would feel if their testicles, now even the girls, right? You know what I mean? If you had testicles and showed them to a judge, how safe would you feel? I also saw a lot of content taken down, and I want everybody to know, you viewers, That doesn't help them. Every little stream that they make, every second of those streams are fully recorded. Get some now. I've never heard a guy beg for the same pizza delivery that a fucking pedophile uses. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's pretty creepy. I know. I get it. It's pretty fucking creepy.
You know what I mean, bro? Like,
I fucking know. It's like Rex type shit. It's fucking nuts.
I don't know who you're speaking of, but you know, you can have your
Fucking
opinion,
creepy.
right?
It's fucking creepy.
Yep, there you go. It is pretty creepy. You know what I mean? So, we played that. We've got screenshots now. Here. All right.
So what you're saying is somebody found his address out without him giving it out, and that's pretty
Well,
scary. Eh?
Yeah.
It must
So
be
here's what he
scary
did.
for a
He
little
spent
fella.
he
Must
spent
be
a
scary for a little fella.
crap ton of time.
I know
saying-
what the fuck's up.
Yeah, bud. He
That's all
says
these
my kids and
motherfuckers-
Bird's kids
My
are
name is where I
retards.
live. Try me.
Yeah, and
then
so
these big
he thought that
people-
we wouldn't find out where he lived, bro.
I know these big bull
You know?
people like, oh, you can't fucking be on YouTube.
Like, I'm gonna falsify
It's
court
not-
paperwork. Bro, we've got all of these streams and they think they're fucking so lit.
Even one of my good friends, which you know I would never do it to him, was the same kind of shit. He knows
Right.
better. Like, oh, you fucked up, but I'll
Right.
never do it to you. Got much respect for that.
Right, but you know what I mean? These guys are.
These other pussies, I know.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking nuts. All right,
I know.
here we go.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. He's got my number. That's why he never called
I
me.
heard you
Right.
to the door and he's on the other side. He's going to try to swing at me first.
Son, he was so afraid of Jimbo that he didn't go to his house when he was a block
I
away.
bet you he's got some child porn on his school computer.
Right. Well, and that's just definitely going to be looked into. But this is what I do know for sure. Okay, is it was just foreplay, Jimbo. Right? Like I know that you were like you lied about it. No, I'm just playing. I'm having a little foreplay with you, right? Like I like to fucking finger fuck my food before I eat it.
You don't want to smoke?
So when you look at this, right? Like you're waging a discord. You're waging a drama, a disagreement.
But it can get dangerous.
You're getting yourself in a wreck.
No, I'm not looking for the bird. No. No. Bird came from Colorado to Kentucky. Wouldn't you say that he's looking for me?
No, that's
No?
actually a fallacy. He's looking
Oh.
to fuck with you.
Oh, he's looking to fuck with
looking
me.
for him.
So Mr. 303, is that who this is, by the way?
For those of you that have followed the frauditing community for a long time, you'll be familiar with 303 Cop Block. He has been more of a drama channel recently, creating nuisance to local people living in an RV, creating rubbish, antagonizing cops, etc.
I would like to ask you.
Why Bird is at the hotel your daughter works at?
Yeah, did he know she works there? Did he do some
She
sleuthing?
worked there before you said something, but
You knew she worked there before I said something?
bro, we have a whole dossier on you.
You do have a whole dossier on me? So you know my daughter works at the hotel by Slim Chickens.
Yeah.
But she don't work there, do you? You're so good. You're so good. Oh yeah, you're a master troll.
Almost naked. So now Holmes work naked. Well, you know.
It's incredibly disturbing, and I think that children are definitely at least at risk at a minimum, but my fear is it gets quite potentially far worse.
Yeah.
I deal with a lot of these guys, and he has quite the platform, and people know these stories, and so the platform that he surrounds himself with, in my personal opinion, as a semi-professional in this field.
Everything that they do in regards to taking action against a certificate has to begin with that complaint, and it has to be in writing. So if you can send us all of the links, the background information, and the quickest way is really through this email address. That way we can get that uploaded into our system, get it started.
His engagements with children, his current status as a school teacher, or I guess it would be a backup teacher of some sort, and then being a coach, and then there's these pictures of him with his arms around kids, and the rest of that is just it's a real bad look, and it sounds like a world of hurt for the school district. It sounds like a world of hurt possibly for the sheriff's department, and I'd like to see some justice at the same time. Everybody protect the kids. I'm about to do a deeper dive into this because I need to figure out what exact schools I need to reach out to, and I might just spam them all just to make sure you can't get a job anywhere else. Yeah, I wish you guys weren't so by the book nowadays. There used to be a time where things like this happen, and it'd be a nice little ride to somewhere, with a little nightstick action. No, I know, I get it.
What you driving, Kemper? What you driving? Interesting. This looks like a real fucking spot, bro. Look at this place.
Wait, he's gonna come to your house? He knows how to make him eat his fucking skate deck. Right in the mouth.
Yes.
Bro, how many times can you guys be wrong? And just gauge everything the wrong way.
But I can't wait till the after show.
You know, but I can't wait till the after show. I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna say that I was assaulted. My girlfriend will get me to my not girlfriend will get me to go to a courthouse and force my testicles into court record for the rest of his life. That's
another thing I'll never do. Like besides stop saying nigga, is I'll never get so afraid of another YouTuber that I need to have someone smarter than me defend me. Some people will get that reference, some won't. But I would eat my blick before I would ever admit defeat and beg someone for more time so I can get someone smarter than me to help dig me out of the hole that I created. That would never happen, son. I have what you and Rick Rude don't have. I stand on my own 2 feet. I don't need toothless junkie faggots to do my dirty work.
I am a loyal friend of Bird. Oh yeah, no, we both appreciate each other, man. There's a lot of shit talk to be had, but we work together. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm doing more of his dirty work, sometimes he's doing more of mine. Yeah, it kind of is what it is. And I don't care who points fingers and says what. None of it matters to me. Like, in case everybody hasn't realized, no one matters to me. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes that's a bad thing. You never know.
I do it. I don't need a cavalcade of women that used to follow every scumbag you hate to cheer me on. Because that's what you have. Anonymous person, you. You have a bunch of bitches that used to follow Jimbo. That's your squad, nigga. You have a bunch of bitches that used to follow Ernie. And the majority of your audience, Bay, is people that used to follow Nicolina. That's what should sting the most, if we're being honest, is that part. Everyone you have is just a follower, a sheep, a fucking spineless fucking lemming. That's why they're so easy to crush. You people lie to your audience, to their face. You say, Brett did this, Brett did that. Prove it. Oops, you can't. My name ain't on one piece of paperwork, motherfucker. And the motherfucking day, son, that I let a man or a woman come up to me and touch my fucking face, we're doing 2 things. We're either fighting or fucking. One of them 2 things is going to happen immediately after a gentle face rub, nigga. I'm either going to fuck you or I'm going to fight you. That's anything. It depends on what's on your undercarriage, son. Kevin, I have no idea. If Kevin touched my face, I'd just be confused. Because he ain't a girl or a boy. He's a it. But if a man touched my face, yeah, we fighting. If a woman touched my face, we're fucking.
That's what he got.
That's what happens.
Literally, dude.
You and I know it.
Bro, how would you feel if you... Right, but like to have your nuts in court record, bro. To have a judge have to look at your nuts, bro.
Oh,
that's
shit.
gotta be kind.
Yeah, that'd be some fucked up shit.
And so, do you know this person?
He's just an internet like personality or something like that on YouTube. I don't really know him. Like he's, but like someone sent me the information to be able to make this report, and so you know what I mean. I don't think it's right for him to be shown his genitalia online.
Make sure to let him know.
You don't know if he lives.
So I know where he is at right now doing these videos. Now I'm all the way in Colorado, but I don't think that there was a lot of people that could get their information, like their address and stuff. But I did.
But explain to me that you witnessed it live.
I do.
I'm gonna mute you real quick. So you get that.
Better.
All right, we're muting David for just a minute because we're not going to dox the address regardless.
6-1.
Whoops, my fault. Maybe been a little quick on that trigger.
Do you happen to know his date of birth and stuff like that?
Hold on. Hey, bro, do you got his date of birth?
We can work on that momentarily while you give her the rest of the evidence. Let me jump on that right now.
Yes, sir. All right, I do not have his specific date of birth. It's just the address that he's at and his name.
Okay. And what is your name?
David.
David, what's your last name?
A-R. And my number is...
And how did you guys figure out that he was in?
So we had to look up where his girlfriend is staying because he's like bumming it with his girlfriend over there while he's making these videos.
Correct.
Okay, so how did you figure out where the girlfriend was staying?
We had people that have been around that were just sending me the information. I just asked for it. Literally, just a couple hours ago. I saw the video, I asked for the information, and I started getting it all sent to me.
You can tell her I looked it up with Intellus.
Okay, my brother looked it up with Intellus.
With Intellus?
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I can do. I can have an officer give you a call and see what it is exactly that they can do. I have your phone number at 303-9...
Whatever, we make videos. One of the guys that is out there was online, and he's making videos where like kids and everybody else can see it, and just whips out his penis and his balls, flinging them around and trying to make fun of somebody. And I mean, I felt like I wanted to report it because, I mean, kids can see that. You know what I mean? It's on a social platform. It's disgusting.
I agree.
So I got the address that he was at, which is the one that I reported it. That's his girlfriend's house where he's staying.
Well, I appreciate you calling. Unfortunately, there's not too much to do about this. And showing get it all online is not very
So somebody was trying to send me some links about one of your guys's, like, you know, codes or whatever out there that says a little bit differently. Okay, hold on, let me pull it up. Being smart with you, I just wasn't going to waste your time unless somebody could show me something.
Oh, yeah.
It was a penal code, and it was talking about wherever accessible for kids, you know, online, whatever, and it was a misdemeanor. So I didn't want to waste you guys' time, and until someone told me that it was actually illegal. This YouTube social media stuff is weird.
Yeah. Why are they missing you? Are you like the leader of the group?
I'm one of the leaders of like pedophile rapist outing group.
Yeah, that's some fucked up shit.
Yeah, bro. Like, how do you get there? It can't be good.
I don't know how you get there. That's the part I don't even want to know about.
Right. It has to be impossible. Next to impossible. And you know what? The fucking bird did it, bro.
So 303, you're willing to provide any court of law anywhere names on a list as witnesses to these events?
Yeah. I already have.
Yeah?
Yeah,
you
sure you have.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because you're pissed because you know you're always lying. That's all you have are lies.
And you're not lying. You're not lying right now. Is that right? 303, you're not lying.
You're
telling the truth?
I'm on the report.
I'm not lying.
I believe you're on the report. What I don't believe is that you have any witnesses that are underage on any report saying anything about tonic or cap gun.
I have 6 kids. Bird has 2.
Bird has 2, and you have 6.
It's pretty simple, and we know that, and we know from the video that one of the kids is Bird's autistic little girl that saw Tonic's nuts. So.
Okay. Interesting.
Because I'm not a bitch. You, though, my fine anonymous friend, you're a bitch. And your crew will burn for your sins. Hypoallergenically speaking, of course. Shut the fuck up, butt cheeks. I feel like an owl. Ooh. I have enough self-control to where for a little while longer I have to show restraint, you know? I don't like it. It's this weird new thing to where I have to weigh what's my satisfaction worth, right? Right. It ain't worth my happiness. It used to be. 3 months ago it was. If this all happened 3 months ago, son, different fucking story. 3 months ago, this plays out insanely different. But right now, I gotta be honest, and I don't ever like talking like this. I already won. Real talk. Like, this race has been run. This book has been read, son. It's already over. I win. You lose.
Answer me this. Why is everybody so scared to suddenly say my name?
You talking to me? Ain't nobody going to me. Nah, it's not happening.
Yes, they do.
It's not happening, buddy.
So,
when everyone knows what time it is, it's scary for you.
Hey, birthdays, everyone's afraid to mention his name. I'm not afraid to mention his name. I just did now. Now what? Who cares?
You're not ever going to get the Bird smoke either. You really want Bird to pull up on you now? You're fucking weird.
Why is she
I say you should, honestly. I say fuck that. Like, these people are never going to learn until they have people go real life on them.
Everybody's scared and running now, I guess.
Yeah, everybody is scared and running
I'm
now.
still working my boots as we speak. Can you not tell?
You are not involved in this.
Like, that guy, the anonymous person, that one guy that we're not talking about. Like, listen, like, if you're too scared to say somebody's name, maybe you shouldn't spend all of your time talking about them.
This here is from David. It is a investment of filing notice of appeal. This is the order. Magistrate is not authorized to act or motion to reconsider. The order of judgment of the magistrate in any judicial proceeding shall be effective upon the date of the order of judgment, and shall remain in effect pending review by a reviewing judge, unless stayed by a magistrate or by the reviewing judge, except for correction of clerical errors. Magistrate has no authority to consider. It is vacated and denied. So they're asking the wrong person to do something, and now they've run out of time to file. So that's David, okay? And then this here come through. Order motion to dismiss, motion to reopen, and motion to reconsider, all by David Archibald. Except, so Robert Thayer's in here. And motion proposed order attached, denied, vacated. And then the next one here would be David, denied, vacated. And then at the back here is a motion to reconsider. And odd. There isn't a separate attachment for that. So, yeah, it was all denied, vacated. And now they've run out of time. Robert and David has run out of time. So basically, that's the big one there. That well, we're gonna win.
You know what I mean? Like, or learn how to not talk about them. If you're too scared to say their name. You know what I mean? Know what I'm sizzling? Yeah. You know, I've received a lot of ROs over this shit, but you know what I have never gotten? An RO for threatening to rape somebody or comparing their vagina to a 12-year-old sewn up. Yeah, nope. Those are two things that I've never had to deal with. Like, that's never happened.
People made fun of me for a year for losing the page. Shout out to Paige. And I wouldn't even give her a shout out, but she admitted, and I have the tapes, that she perjured herself, that she lied in court. Now, I could have taken those clips and went to the judge and got that overturned. But I earned that. Like, I took the punishment because I earned it. I fucked up. Not by talking shit to her, absolutely not. I was well in my rights. But by not giving my evidence. By wanting to feel like I was better, I fucked myself. It was a tough lesson to learn, but I learned it. And all of you made fun of me for losing to a broad. But look where we sit now, motherfuckers. Right? I don't got a bunch of these. Someone else does.
Restraining order violation.
Times
right?
two.
Times two.
But it doesn't stop there.
Right.
So
No?
am I.
Yeah. So is he.
Oof. Yep, 4 restraining orders in approximately 15 minutes. Yep. Jesus. Yeah, that's yeah. We'll talk about it. Yeah, we're definitely talking about it.
Order RE complaint for civil protection order is how it's titled. It says the matter came before the court for a hearing on January 29th, 2024 on petitioner's complaint for civil protection order complaint, in parentheses and quotations, filed on January 16th, 2024. Appearing at the hearing were plaintiff, we all know who that is, I'll refer to him as RT, and defendant me, Indy. The court has reviewed the testimony of the parties and witnesses and assessed their credibility and demeanor, and has reviewed the admitted exhibits and court file. Based thereon, the court makes the following findings of fact and conclusions of law. Plaintiff's complaint alleges that he has been the victim of stalking and, in quotation marks, physical assault, threat, or other situation, end of quotations, and states that defendant has disclosed his personal and business information, including his address, phone number, and a picture of his wife, to a person whom she knows will harass him and his family with threats of physical violence and stalking. He is the sole individual listed as a potential protected party in the complaint, which is interesting. If you're going to file a complaint and say that I've harassed your children and your wife, you would think that you would include them in the protection order as a protected party. Didn't happen like that. But let's read on. Having the evidence, the court finds no evidence to support plaintiff's claim that defendant, again, quotation, claims to be standing outside my home waiting for me to come outside to get attacked, end of quotation. Further, there was no evidence that plaintiff or any family member has been followed, approached, contacted, or placed under surveillances by defendant. Now remember, I am the defendant here. The court also examined whether the evidence supports a finding that defendant has knowingly stalked plaintiff or a member of his family indirectly through another person. The evidence is insufficient to make that finding by a preponderance of evidence, although Plaintiff's Exhibit 4 does contain plaintiff's address from a filing by plaintiff on August 25th, 2023. That would be from case number 3. Plaintiff's Exhibit number 7. The court did not find the defendant's disclosure of his address to another individual was done with knowledge that the person would harass him, and there was no evidence that that person did harass plaintiff or any member of his family. Further, the inclusion of pictures of plaintiff's wife on Exhibit 4 cannot be attributed to defendant, given the uncontested testimony that the pictures were publicly available on Facebook approximately a year ago. Regarding the allegation, the plaintiff has been the victim of physical assault, threat, or other situation that would warrant the issuance of a permanent protection order, it has not been shown by the preponderance of the evidence that plaintiff has been the victim of physical assault, threat, or other situation by defendant. As the court did not find sufficient evidence to conclude that defendant has directed the content of We the People Tyrant Wars, the court notes that defendant filed the statement of trade name of an individual for We the People Tyrant Wars, Plaintiff's Exhibit 1. The group has associated itself with defendant, and defendant encourages others to subscribe to the group on YouTube, Plaintiff's Exhibit 5. Now, before I read any further, I want to make it known that yes, I did in fact share We the People Tyrant Wars link. I did that in Truth Finders chat when I felt like I was being pressured and I was under stress to relieve myself from the situation that I was falsely put into. So the claim is that I am directing We the People Tyrant Wars to make content about this person. And if you've been around as long as I have, like Poor Dirt Farmer and some of these other people that have been around, like Trump said, we've been around for a long time. You know for a fact that those people were around even before I was around. And at one time, I felt like I was being attacked by them. And maybe I wasn't, I don't know. I don't remember all the details, but I know the situation came up with in regards to Joe and and his shenanigans and whether I supported that or not. So that came into question. That was the contact that I had with them. That was almost 3 years ago. But it's claimed that I am directing their content. And this other person is doing whatever he possibly can to point fingers at me in hopes that he will get a reaction from the court system that is going to punish me for their actions. As long as I know the truth, I continue to stay not worried about that. But anyways, let's go on here. Let's see. The group has associated itself with defendant, and defendant encourages others to subscribe to the group on YouTube, Plaintiff's Exhibit 5. The court also reviewed the exhibits containing screenshots of the group and notes the concerning screenshot contained in Plaintiff's Exhibit 3, in which defendant identifies plaintiff by name and states, "Didn't need to do anything, you all did it for me." However, based on the weight of the evidence, the court finds that it has not shown by a preponderance of the evidence that defendant is directing the content of the group, and that content posted by defendant resulted in threats by individuals who participate in the group's live chats. For these reasons, the court does not find the evidence sufficient to warrant the issuance of a permanent protection order at this time. Defendant should not be emboldened by this order in any way, and the court reiterates the admonishment to the parties given in the court's order dated August 31st, 2023. The parties are encouraged to go their separate ways. I want nothing to do with those people, but they continue to dox my family members. They continue to dox people that they think are my family members, and those are the people that I'm concerned about. They continue to go after people whose names were brought up in court, and I'm taking notes.
What we got here is a failure for adults to be adults. Chicky has gotten more people in trouble. Chicky has been running her atrophy, fat neck, cis neck, something, okay? And she's got people setting themselves up for stalking charges. Yes, that's right, stalking charges. And you would even put yourself in a position to have this done to you by me. Now, I texted Sweet, right? I'm going to read this to you, that way you guys all know, right? Sweet's going to call the police. She's going to say, "I've been threatened," right? So I'm just going to tell you. I said, "Hi, Miss Snow. We're trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty and coming by your home for pictures tonight. Are you available to pose in said pictures?" And then I said, "We just need pictures of the property, but we'd appreciate your participation." Yes, that is the case. When I get proof that someone has stalked themselves over to my home and taken pictures of my kids playing outside, I will probably show up at their house. Yes, on felony bond, completely legal. I'll take pictures, make a slight scene, explain it to the police, and go home. So, not only has there been a police report lodged, but I'm not scared. No one can tell me not to talk to somebody or about somebody. My wife is here, so we can start, right? You can't tell me not to talk to her about somebody with a court order, right? So, I sent those text messages. No, I have no nefarious intent. But we're going to be going to Swedish Sugar's city area. We're going to take pictures of the house. We're going to see if her son wants to come out and have a chit chat, right? Because it takes a single woman living with her son to follow me around. Well, and then, the other thing that we have to talk about, who took the pics? C3. When is the lady that took the pics? So, for those of you that don't know, winter is Joe Cool's fault. Now, if you guys don't know who Joe Cool is, he's a notorious 1A fence sitter. He'll sit in the same room and talk with a pedophile and a cop, right? So, he can't make up whose side he's on. But this girl was with Joe Cool. She stole a bunch of Joe Cool's money, and whatever, right? Their breakup was a huge mess that we talked about for a while because it's Joe Cool's fault, and this girl was so salty about Bird and I's involvement in her not being able to steal Joe's money anymore that she filed multiple different restraining orders. She filed all kinds of different, claims against us and police reports against us. Or people earlier talking about my parenting and all this other weird shit. My kids are, taken from me. Blah, 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 right? I can't be worked up, right? It's physically impossible. But you know what I will do? Not good things, very, very calm. That's what I will do. And I already have. You guys have seen me put hands on people on this channel while I was armed with a firearm. People that are bigger than these guys on the internet, right? They're like, we will fight you, blah, 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 blah. Dude, I fight drunk dudes with knives. Her friends are ratting her out, and she's going to court soon for coming to my house. I have pictures of her car.
Wait till you hear about all of the fucking criminal shit that she did during those hearings that I just found out about, bro. It's not getting way worse than that.
Great. Yeah, we're going back to court, Swedish sugar.
Yeah, I gotta say, shout out to the Huck.
Yeah, salty as fuck. Got in trouble over fucking some fat ass mountain chicken herself.
I wouldn't buy anything neither one of them said. They lie like shit.
I didn't feel the need to postpone beating an op by crying that I need professional help to do it. That wasn't me. That's you. This game ends horribly. Well, not for me, I don't have multiple people coming at me legally. My actions aren't dictated by the whims of a pedophile. Y'all's are, right, David? Like if the carnival comes to town and a convicted baby goes to it, you can't go. You gotta rustle up them little abused children of yours and say, hey, we gotta go. Daddy can't be around people. That's what you gotta say, Davey. Oof. Imagine that. Oof.
But you know who has? Well, a really interesting individual who we will be actually taking a deeper dive in as we interview one of his offspring. Well, maybe we should say his only real offspring. And that interview is going to be quite interesting as we'll just say that family secrets are about to be unveiled. It's going to be a good time. And how am I going to score that interview? Well, just watch. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how I score that interview. But before we get there, just know that there's other things on the chopping block. You know what I'm sizzling? You know what I'm saying?
And he'll only acknowledge I spoke to one daughter. I spoke to fucking 2 daughters. My post is still up public on fucking Facebook. I had another daughter that's meant to be the badass begging me to remove stuff. Don't make me fucking embarrassed, a lot of yous. Dumbasses. That fucking girl was mortified. And that's half the reason I showed the fucking messages, because I had the bitch fucking begging me. On her hands and knees fucking begging me. I had half the family mortified. Brett might put on a fucking brave face on YouTube, but he's certainly a clown. I've got pictures of his fucking grandson. I've got court documents of Brett's grandson. There's loads going on in that family dynamic. Now, Brett's kept his mouth shut for the most part about me, so I don't really want to fucking go there and dog him out because he has been fucking quiet.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Maybe don't. Maybe don't. Let me help you out. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Oh, maybe not. Goodness. I just can't get nothing right today. Yeah, there's that. That's fucking brutal. This dumb slut. Yeah, look at the DTK. This. Oh my god. Did Connie run through this slut or what?
Just be quiet, Abe. Let me hear this. Bird, you got something you want to say? I didn't think so. Go ahead, 303. Go ahead, Corrosive.
What's up, Corrosive? What do you mean in real life?
I'm wondering why Rebel's so cranky. What's the matter, little guy?
No, Rebel's on the team, bro. We made sure that we doed him down.
So cranky the last
No,
couple of
no,
days.
I'm actually trying to tell you. He's actually not cranky. What happened was we doed him down. He is feigning this. He's part of the psyop.
Right.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we make sure Rebel gets taken care of when we need his help.
So Rebel's literally your bitch.
Yeah, sounds like it. I mean, if I'm willing to pay the dude and he wants to get paid, then why not?
Literally your bitch. This is hilarious.
Wow.
Where's they see that? Like, look at this little fucking slice of fucking syphilis right there. You know what I mean? Like, that bitch screams disease. Like, it looks like it's coming out of her eyeballs. Like, what is that? Like, oh man. Oh man. Someone stop that. She got Google eyes for Connie and the devil. Now, maybe it's just like, does that signify that she's horny for Connie? Anybody? Anybody? It looks like she's kind of horny for Connie. My guess is, just like Brett likes to dig up fucking dead Mary on occasion, my guess is, well, this is where Rebel's shoving his dick late night when no one's paying attention to the gravesite. I don't know, Brett, were you just jealous that you weren't getting it? That's my guess, right? She looks halfway normal. You know what I mean? Other than all those fucking nasty ass little fucking dots all over her face. Like someone hit her with a Sharpie, or does that bitch just have bad complexion? Like, I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. You know what I mean? My guess is just another judicial pass around, right? Supposed, victim advocate. No. She wasn't holding hands. She was spreading legs. You know what I mean? Yep. That's the thing. Yeah, my guess is that Brett probably fucked her a couple of times behind his brother's back. But, that's just a guess. There's nothing to support that, No real evidence. Not by any means. It just got Wade Brisk in this bitch. Awfully quick. Yes, here we go. Oh, no. Wrong channel. Let's see here. Switch account. There we go. Rapper. I'm not even going to take the time to shoot you down. I'm going to let somebody else do it. Why? Well, because they probably dislike you more than I do. We should get into rappers. I guess a rapper had an interesting cam slip. Yeah, bro, you're a fucking loser looking fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up loser looking fuck. Like, what are you even doing here? Like, what is the purpose?
Hey, but you're not supposed to be here, pal.
I'm not?
No, not you. This sock account is someone that's soon to be fucked and already admitted that it's his. So I don't know why he's, being stupid, TikTok cocksucker.
Trying to say, oh, you think Brett's bad? Brett's a pussy. The fuck? Did you miss class when he got a restraining order out on Bird? Were you absent that day? Brett's a fucking pussy. He is all mouth. All mouth. I'm not even that big of a pussy. Seriously.
Now, I'm only with you here for a brief moment or five, as I do have to go back to work and finish killing it because, well, that's what men do, right? They get after it. They make money. Something interesting in the developments. I'm now super confused. I'm like so confused because, right now there's talks of like what I owe on taxes, though nobody's gotten the number right. So they really don't know, but they've gotten close. I heard someone say the other day that I owed, $500,000, maybe more. Well, I mean, not quite. I don't know. Maybe the IRS sees it differently. But I'm pretty sure last time we talked, like I did not owe $500,000. And then, someone lowballed me and said that I owed, $250,000. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, even if I fell somewhere in between, what's that say about the kind of money that I make? But you want to play me out broke? Want to act like I ain't got nothing? Like, I mean, listen, like, I get it. It sucks to suck. And you wish people were as miserable or worthless as you. Yes, you do. But unfortunately, that's just sometimes not the case. It ain't nobody's fucking business. Why do you not know how much I owe the IRS? Because that is an issue between me and the IRS. Yes. Once I'm done dealing with it, I will be writing a book, how to call if I were to done this. This is how I would have done it. And then we're not going to discuss about what I may or may not have done. We're going to discuss what I may or may not would have done. Yeah. I mean, kind of like O.J. Simpson with the whole, like, did I do it? You know? I want you to think about this. Okay. Right now, a slight, just a tiny sliver of a portion of my freedom of speech could be in jeopardy for a year. On multiple cases, right? Like, and what's interesting is then currently there's a 2-year ban on my speech.
Let's see, we're talking about the restraining order with Beware Mouse and Bird, which Bird cannot talk about right now at all or ever again, I think. I don't fucking know because I didn't know the restraining order was permanent, but it is. So, I don't know. Can just Bird never talk about Beware Mouse ever again? Or, like, what is going on there? I don't really know the stipulations to that.
You guys ready for this?
What are they ready for?
I helped a friend with some court paperwork.
What do you think that is? Can you explain this to us, AC?
Oh,
wait.
Go ahead.
Before you do, I'm going to pick up my little ball sack mic. And I've said this for a long time. Right? Every action has an equal yet opposite reaction. So, Bobby, you tried to flex your little fucking chicken wing muscles against the people that made you. And that's not me. That's Steve. That's Tonic. That's Andrew. That's AC. That's Game Over 2. That's Amanda. That's Golden Eyes. That's Squishy. That's Dutchy. That's Wicked Weenie. All the people you fucking tried to shit on. Right? Us. And I hate to fucking put myself with these faggots. But we are the equal yet opposite reaction. Because you, my friend, unlike Connie, unlike Lycan, unlike Nunzio, unlike Tommy, unlike everyone that you feel is below you, none of them have a restraining order, a permanent restraining order from a fucking pedophile. A person that had sex with a child now dictates where you are allowed to be in the United States of motherfucking America. Fuck a president, fuck a right, fuck all that. Rex fucking Fredrickson can show up anywhere that you are in public. And you have to run.
You know, just another sliver. But I want some, I would say, understanding to all this complicated violations to my freedom of speech that I'm so willingly to absorb as nothing more than, we'll just say, it's something that I have to do to accomplish a bigger picture, right? A bigger accomplishment comes from the downfall of losing these little slivers of my freedom of speech. And let me tell you, like, what I mean, right? So on the 2-year, right? So I'm sitting on a 2-year. And what was I able to accomplish there? Well, I was able to accomplish putting things on a record that will ultimately prevent someone from ever getting off of a specific list. Yes, those things were entered into evidence. It is now part of testimony, questions asked and answered, right? Becomes evidence that's utilized in the next situation, in the upcoming legal, like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to understand, like, sometimes you got to take the L to get the W. I guess I can't explain it to you because you'll never really understand. Not without me being able to be more specific. But let me just say it like this, and maybe we'll leave it at that. What I'm now capable of doing is dragging information that will be on court record that will now be able to be distributed across neighborhoods and communities that deserve to know the dangers and the truth about individuals in those communities. Oof. Wait until people learn about getting a restraining order for threatening rape, and then making the reference about the 12-year-old vagina.
People made fun of me for a year for losing the page, but she admitted, and I have the tapes, that she perjured herself, that she lied in court.
Paige B's a bitch. All right? She's a fucking drunk Lilith fucking slut. Fucking slam pig. Like, I'm surprised she's not a fucking co-host for the Spit Cup. All right? But at the same time, it doesn't mean that it's okay that Brett threatened to rape her. Okay? Did she fake cry on the stand? Yes. Am I defending any of that? No. No, I'm not. I still think that she's just as gross today as I did then. But it's not my obligation to defend Brett. And even though I defended Brett, doesn't mean that it's not appropriate for me to turn around and point out the truth about him now that I'm talking that shit.
Now, I could have taken those clips and went to the judge and got that overturned. But I earned that. Like, I took the punishment because I earned it. I fucked up. Not by talking shit to her, absolutely not. I was well in my rights. But by not giving my evidence. By wanting to feel like I was better, I fucked myself.
I can only assume that parents are going to be rather scared for their children's well-being just based on those statements alone. And as they should be. Now, some people say, well, I couldn't believe it. You know, let's go in real life to inform people about it.
Those look like morons. And it's all at Chicky's expense because she'd be listening to the wrong people. And or she thought she was going to get a gotcha on Bird. And I'm here to tell you, Chicky, the closest gotcha you're going to get to Bird is the flyers that we're passing out in your neighborhood, notifying them of your support for your sex assaulting boyfriend, Tonic the Fox. Right? I'm just saying, like, no one wants to talk to you in person, Chicky. No one really gives a shit about you. But because Tonic thinks that he's such a big portion of all of this, and he just needs to say all of the messed up, crazy things. And I mean, I respect it. That's cool. You know what I mean? But this is why you're about to get fucked with, right? This is why your neighborhood is going to get fired, just like Jimbo's did. This is why we're going to be telling people about Tonic, your family, about Tonic. We're going to tell your neighbors about Tonic. We're going to put stuff in your neighbors' fucking mailboxes, Chicky.
Well, yes, that is real life, but it's also real life that those threats are being made, right? So when you look at it, people should have knowledge of what is going on. People should have that information at their fingertips, ready to take action if necessary.
Happy New Year's Eve to all. And we already know they don't want the truce, but they don't know that they don't want the truce because they want the truce privately. They don't want us standing outside their fucking houses. They don't want us flyering their neighborhoods. They don't want us messing with their fucking parents. No one wants me and the Bird and Bronson to do that. It's all bad.
Dude, what are you talking about, buddy? Again, you're sitting there getting mad at Chicky for calling the cops because you threatened to send packages to the house. I mean, that's on you. I'm not calling the cops on you. I'm not sending any packages. I'm not making any threats. I'm not making any calls. I don't claim to call any parents. I'm not doing any of that. But all of you seem to be doing that. Bird seemed to be trying to call my dad up until he found out it was a completely fruitless endeavor. And now he's on to looking at footage from 5 years ago from the Juggalo community. That to me is hilarious. That to me is gold. Buddy, why don't you actually just talk to me? And if you don't want to talk to me anymore, then stop talking about me. But you can't do that. Just running through your mind. Let's see. Once again, he said he had a surprise for me and my mom at home. Never said package. Surprise packages, it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Yes, they should. And it is my God-given right and my American duty as a hero to the President Donald Trump to establish safety in these communities that are now endangered by the very people they have been exposed to and will be exposed to, and that will continue to expose. Just know that because we can't talk about certain individuals and we lost our freedom of speech. For me, listen, there's multiple hats I wear.
this is also real shit. Like this is nothing more than entertainment. Like, you know why I don't come on here and call myself Robert Thayer, even though everybody knows that's me, right? Like, everybody knows Robert Thayer. The reason I don't go by Robert Thayer here is because Robert Thayer knows how to act in society. That's not Bird. Like my IRL, like that's not Bird. See, a lot of you hate Bird, but want to draw Robert Thayer into the beef because, let's be honest, wrecking that guy, ooh, that's what you desire to do, right? And then somewhere along the line, I had to think about this on a deep level. Like, somewhere along the line, I had to embrace the fact that Bird is very much a part of Robert Thayer. Has been for a long time. Not just that, but it's like taking the fucking leash off of a wild fucking animal. Right? Shouldn't have been on a leash in the fucking first place. Because there's nothing wrong with letting both those hats out at the same time. I think to some degree that there's a disconnect with people thinking that they can do whatever the fuck they want on the internet.
In so many instances now, it leaves us short on people to talk about. So this channel now will be covering Chicky on a broader scale, a deeper dive, as you will. Yep, we're going to look into some of the causes of the turmeric. Yeah. Maybe you should take some turmeric for your tumor neck. I don't know. Just food for thought. We got a shitload of clips that we can play. We won't be providing any commentary because, you know, the law will provide us with 3 meals and a fucking free bed. Yep, they would. Yeah, so no commentary for those, but we will upload them. We will play them. We will go ahead and make sure to document everything that we need to document.
How many times have you heard Chicky and Ortonic laugh about Connie getting packages in the mail, or when Drew sent the flowers over there and he kicked them? You know, like, I guarantee you, they both fucking, you know, thought that was hilarious. It was, you know, totally entertaining. But the thought of them or the people around them receiving a gift from me, well, that's enough to call the cops. I mean, that's pretty insane.
Yeah. I am excited for to hear those calls. That'll be very interesting.
Yes. Actually, I think that day we're going to do a marathon. We are going to take a look at those calls. We'll revisit the Theresa Richards call, and we will also take a listen to the We the People Tower Wars call, as they are all very entertaining.
Yes, so Bird has had a lot of people call their cops. Their cops have called Bird's cops a lot on Bird. And so there are, a marathon of people calling the cops on Bird.
Yeah. Listen. Don't ask for what you don't want. Don't start none, won't be none. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, you cannot fucking ask for it. And then suddenly when you receive it, you want to pretend like you're a fucking victim. All of you.
Tell this man over the phone that, AC is fucking, hanging out with pedos, and, he tells them all about News Now Houston, and the guy's just, okay. So what's your name? And he goes, Bird. Did you really think that was a good idea? You got 303 giggling like a retard in the background. And then you tell the man that your name is Bird. And they're supposed to take any of this seriously? In what fucking capacity? In what fucking Marvel multiverse is anyone taking this call seriously? They are not. They're not. So Bird proceeds on with the call, and the guy gives him some arbitrary number that probably leads to a hotline, and says, "Oh, well, you can take you can call a higher up or something like that." Basically, he says, "Fuck off" in a very polite, professional manner, right? Now, nothing is going to amalgamate from this.
I mean, holy shit. I mean, bro, can you imagine the fucking sweat coming off his brow right now? It's like he ran into Ben Thorpe all over again and couldn't keep his eyes off Grace. I mean, this is fucking absolutely brutal for you, AC.
That is really bad.
Yeah, imagine happen. Yeah, go ahead.
We're going to follow through on that.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty bad. I mean, now this company has to know that, like, you know, AC, aka, you know, Mr. You know, and what he's known for on the internet. And now their entire fucking company is now being associated with this online, you know, predator behavior and, you know, conviction of David Earl Warden Jr. I mean, that's brutal, bro. I don't know if it gets worse than that. Do you guys think it gets worse?
It will get worse for you. Him.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I mean, you think this is bad? Just wait till I talk to the higher ups over there. You pulling his fucking testicles out live on air. That's going to be fun. By the way, Tonic, I got the names of those higher ups I needed. Don't really need your assistance with that anymore, sir. God, you know, like, it must suck to fucking suck. You know, like,
I'm sure.
Yeah, these dudes
ask them though.
L's, bro. Just take L's.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't even need a flyer this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty good. But like, AC, like, why would you park your truck from work right there?
Why would you think this wouldn't happen? I don't understand what's happening. I really don't. Like, seriously, it needs to fucking stop.
Every last one of you fucks. Like, stop that. Gotta say, we might be setting new world records. I am pushing to get the most ROs out of any YouTuber on YouTube. Yep, I am shooting for that. Right now, as it stands, we are up to 8. Yep, 8. One of them was successful, but out of the 8 that have taken place, yep, there's only one that I got hit on. Yep, that happened. Who knows? Like, chances are I'll probably get hit on more than that by the time this is all done. Holy shit, right? And I think that's only over like a 2.5 year period. Think about that. Like, wow, people must really have hurt feelings. I can understand that. I don't know what's blowing up right now. I'm assuming it's probably my Discord. I've been looking through some of these archives. Holy shit. You know, I gotta say, if you really evaluated with all of the mean things people have said to me or about me, but really that have said to me, I'm a very forgiving and patient person. I don't even think you realize that. Like, if you were to listen to the things that I have, like, had to endure and tolerate in my fucking eardrums about myself, and I would say 98% defamatory, deceptive, untrue.
But we'll just say that there's going to be a few things, you know, this year that happen. We're solving motherfucking mysteries this year. Don't be surprised. So, yeah, getting down to it, Brett's live was pretty comical today. I'm just taking it as a conceit. Like, I mean, why pawn up, right? Like, these motherfuckers rather just move right into a stale board and fucking refuse to play the game. They don't want to get none. Like, what's wrong, guys? Like, I thought you were going to clap back. You're talking all this shit. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. Let me guess. You didn't want to play this game. Now, I do have to ask the question, though, Brett. Remember when I was like, why are you attacking Katie? She's innocent. Remember that shit? Why are you trying to involve my baby mom and my kids? They're innocent. Remember that? You remember that? Well, I do.
But Bobby, pay attention. With all your legal troubles, wouldn't want someone to make them harder, you know? What's your dad's number? Bobby, DM me. Hit me up with your dad's number. I need to talk to your wife, I think. Since you're going to talk to mine, right? I think it's only fair that I talk to yours. That's okay, right? Did I call him or whatever? I mean, you guys are calling schools, trying to find out which school my wife works at, right? Traders admitted that. That's your girl, right? That's your pet potato. That's the Blame Katie crew. So you guys are harassing schools to try to find someone's wife that works there, right? Oh, and you think it's okay to fuck kids because they might want it or enjoy it. Right? Right? Isn't that right? It's what you said. Remember? And then I forced you to admit that your whole little string of lies about talking to my mother and DMing her and getting pussy pictures and dicking her, like you had to admit that you were full of shit about that. And now you have so much shit on Ghost and all these other half of fag wannabe following faggots that they can't buck. They're hostages right now. Everyone around you is a fucking hostage to your bullshit. And if anyone thinks I'm wrong, please speak the fuck up in the chat. Please do. Because I ain't wrong. I'm 100% fucking right. I ain't the smartest motherfucker. I ain't the most articulate, well-educated, all that. I get it. But I'm pretty good at this, and I'm really good at reading people. Wicked good at it. Like, rarely wrong about it type of shit. But in this, baby, I cannot wait to see what that plastic, fake, twitchy, walking eating disorder cunt Katie has to say about this. I can't wait to hear the spin. Because out of your mouth, you said that as a child, when I was taken advantage of and brutally assaulted by adults, that I wanted it and I enjoyed it. So Katie, she's going to either A, ignore it, B, try to spin it and brush it off like it's no big deal that Bobby thinks some kids want to be raped. Right? I can't wait to see how y'all handle this. I really can't. It's the only time in months that you fucking lemmings and retards have been interesting, to be honest. Because we're usually stuck with fucking crying Callie, crying about Weenie, or fucking the fat girl was doing her TikToks the other day that nobody gives a fuck about. Here's a little side note, Peachy. You only get anyone in your chat because of Ghost and Katie. Left just to you, no one cares what a fat, lying, horrible mother does or thinks or says. You have to waddle around TikTok because you have nothing interesting about you. That's why you do it.
And I don't fucking negotiate with terrorists. Hands down, bitch. Like, it's going to be a bad night for you guys. You realize that, right? Like, this probably isn't going to go so well. My guess is it's definitely not going to go the way that you think it is. I want you to think about this, bitch. I give a fuck about how many people do their worst one by one. You each will get your turn for your participation. Every single one of you that get involved. Every single one of you that are fucking mountain chicken froggy enough to fucking leap are going to get wrecked in this process.
But I sure as hell look. I don't think there's much damage on our side. I know we got wrecked, right? Like that's the story that people seem to go with. And so that's what made me stop right there. Like, really? Are we really that bad though?
Dude,
like,
I literally once
that bad?
Once every couple of days I'd look around and go, I don't feel wrecked. You know what I mean?
Right. So I don't know if you heard this the other day when they kept jumping on Lisa B's channel. But because one is partially why I titled the show what I titled it. Because, man, these bitches have turned into some fucking faggots.
Son,
right?
not even faggots, just straight up Tekashi 6ix9ine tubers, son.
I mean, you don't take my word for it, right? Like, just ask my former friends here who thought that they were brave enough and knew enough about me to where they could play this game that they've watched me play with so many other factions, so many other groups of people. Bitches, you're about to fucking crumble. And by bitches, I mean all you prolapsed fucking mean girl cunts. Like, you gonna let Nicolina co-sign your fucking docs? You're gonna let her co-sign your fucking information getting pushed out there? Like, all your shit being put on blast? Like, you're gonna let her do that to you? Because I tell you this much. She just proclaimed that all of you were now going to come and get some. Be careful what you ask for, motherfuckers, because I am the right one. I don't think you realize that. I don't think you've ever realized that, but I know for sure that those that really know me, those that really have an understanding of this fuck game, like, understand something. Right now, my give a fuck is broken. Okay? My give a fuck is broken. And I ain't got nothing better to do. I mean, I'm sure I could find something better to do, but really, I ain't got nothing better to do. I can spend the rest of my week just fucking with you for the principle of it.
And I'm okay with that. That's how we're going to play this game. I'm with it. You know what I think's funny, though? What I think's funny is this. Oh, we're going to destroy them. We're going to destroy Bird. I want you to think really hard and long about this. I have been on this platform doing this kind of shit for approximately a decade, pushing close to it. A fucking decade. And I'm not going to say I haven't taken my fair share of hits. But what I will say is, I am a fucking #1 stunner. I will wreck your fucking shop. And as you think that this little game that we're playing has no real life repercussions, I assure you, not just through my own experience, but through the fucking punishment that I've dished out to so many, it has very real life consequences. Now, take that for what it is, but I don't think it's going to deter you from being as stupid as you're willing to be. We're going to bring you some fucking information on a Doyle, shall we? Shall we get into it? Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we go ahead and get over here to this little achy, breaky heart of a fucking rhythm and listen to Brett's brand new girlfriend's heart break as she realizes that these are all the people that are about to find out very detailed and intimate information about your new boyfriend. Okay? You ready for that? I have a feeling, Doyle or Deli or fucking, however you want to put it, bitch. Tiny T! I have a feeling your entire family is going to get wrecked. Like, so bad. It is not going to be good for you. And you know why? Because your boyfriend was kind enough to do it to those that were completely innocent for no other reason than they were in my chats or in my DMs or willing to co-sign the fact that I'm a halfway decent dude, that they enjoyed my company, that they're my friends. For no other reason, right? Right? Make it make sense. This is like kind of like an escalation point where you're going to start watching things get worse and worse and worse for people. And the best part of that is, as I warned people about this a long time ago, right? I used to tell them, I will destroy my own life just to make sure I have the ability to make sure yours is just a little bit worse. But no one ever believed me. No, but they've learned. They have learned. They are learning the hard way. I don't think it's going very well. But, teach his own. Figure it out. There you go, guys. It's all about the numbers. Like, listen, Brett, here's the truth. If I wanted numbers, I could do all kinds of fucked up shit. You know what I mean? Like, I could literally just spend my afternoons picking off 57 different mean girls.
Okay. So because Nicolina continues to go into my real life, and she continues to go into other people's real lives, and she wants things to be at real life level, tomorrow I'm going to contact the workplace for Tina, and I'm going to report her for all of her behavior and everything that's happened on Brett's channel that she has been involved in. And that's called actions have consequences, especially when you're dealing with me.
Kara.
And I swear on my brother's ashes, I'm doing it. And there's not a fucking thing you're going to do about it, you fat fucking pig. I went and reported it. I'll wait for the retaliation. Hey Morris. Like I said yesterday, and like I've said a month before, and about 3 months before, like when I say I don't give a fuck about anybody on here, I really mean that. Like, I do not give two fucks about what anybody thinks that they can do to me in my real life at all. Good luck to you. I wish you the best. I'm just one of those strange people.
People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain.
And I'm not like these other people on here that come on here and gas themselves up, and I'm really like, I could give two fucks. No one's going to affect my real life. No one's going to fucking get to me where I can't sleep good. You don't have that power. And you're never, ever, ever going to have that power or that hold over me. Mean girls, don't blindly follow her. Turn the other cheek. Walk the other way. If Nicolina comes after me in any type of way, I would highly suggest that you take the fucking mean girl thing off your name and go the other way. Because I am fully ready and fully committed to go after each and every single one of you with a mean girl tag on your name. Like, let's just focus on what it is. I'm known as one of the worst people in this community, and she put you guys on the chopping block for me. So she obviously doesn't give a fuck about yous. She doesn't care what happens to any of you guys. Like, what's she gonna do next week? Go live and say something ridiculous that someone else has done? Turns out, Honey Bunny's never looked into me, never went into my real life. Kaz has never looked into me and never went into my real life. As Tiny T, heck, I don't know. But if we're going what Nicolina's saying, then Tiny T has apparently done all this stuff too, and a few other mean girls. If I'm truthful, I kind of felt bad for a few other people involved in this, so I thought, fuck it, do you know what? I'll get involved a little. So, because the only mean girl that I know Nicolina has claimed, which is Tiny T, and because of the threats that are going real life on me, I have reported Tiny T to Hey Traitors, to her school board, and if they want to do illegal activities online and be a part of this mean girl crew, and they want to go real life on people, and they want to go to these lengths and all the other nasty stuff that's involved with it, I don't even need to go into it because we've all seen enough. We've all been at one point probably victims of it. I reached out to roughly about 20 people on the school board. I added them all into my email thread. I sent the email. In the thumbnail of my live stream is the sent email. I have reported Tiny T. I stand by my decision. This is absolutely Nicolina's fault. If Nicolina had not threatened my real life and said that real life stuff was happening to me, I wouldn't need to take action against any of the mean girls. I wouldn't need to protect myself. I wouldn't need to safeguard myself and other people and children. And actions have consequences. So, I'd already sent the email, and I made everybody aware 3 o'clock I was going to be sending the email. Instead, I don't think they took it seriously. I don't think they took me very seriously.
For no other reason than I have the ability. And why 57? Well, because one of them are cool. I won't tell you which one, but one of them's really good to me. We'll say maybe even she's a little sweet on me, but I ain't gonna pull a Brett. Nope. She ain't get no dick. You know what I'm saying? Nope. Like, that's what you call a slam pig dick dumpster spit cup. You know what I mean? The type of woman that'll fucking see some other fucking girl walking by with her man and be like, oh my God, look at that hobo. I wish he was holding a sign out in front of my yard. And then she goes and snatches him up. You know what I mean? Like, move over, Paula. Paula better go do shit, because we all know that fucking Tina here, she's about to do shit. She's about to do some shit. Yep. That's about to happen. Could you imagine Brett's fucking like nasty, ritted mouth wrapped all over this woman's body? Like, the thought of it is gross. The thought of it is absolutely disgusting. And what a dumb bitch. Like, did you, I mean, why wouldn't you have waited for this man to actually like separate, like get himself situated? Nope. Instead, you're just like, yeah, leave your old lady. Come move my house. I'll give you that good stuff, baby. I got the good stuff, baby. That's pretty gross, bitch. That's pretty gross. You know what I mean? I've dealt with a lot of fucking like YouTube thought up in this bitch. All right. Like, I know what it looks like when a fucking Lilith is a Lilith. You know what I mean? Like, I see that shit for what it is when it happens. Like, look at Tina here. Look at that bitch. Like, damn, you a nasty hoe. Like, look at the fucking bummy ass dude that you fucking were so excited to snatch up. Like, I really gotta ask myself a question. Did it really go that way?
I mean, imagine this. Imagine, right, like Brett in front of his mic, right? He looks and acts a certain way because, he postures his body a certain way when he, poses in front of the camera. It's a pose, right? It's a very calculated pose when Brett's on camera. What happens when he shows up and there is no filter? What happens when he shows up and he doesn't just smile with his mouth closed? Like, could you imagine how fucking nasty this dude is? Like, mind you, he's old as fuck. Like, it never was that fucking never made anything of himself other than being a burden on other people. I mean, literally, that is his life accomplishment. Burdening the people around him. It has a ring to it, doesn't it, Brett? Kind of sounds like the burdening that you bring about all of those you claim you love.
I would have to evaluate the fact that I am a very forgiving and patient person. Now, what you got to worry about is, what does my tolerance to that look like? I mean, I've been enduring it for quite a while, right? Like, what does my tolerance actually look like to that? Well, and I think that some know that, I am self-controlled. I am self-controlled. I am in full control of my actions. Yes, I am. You might not like some of my actions, but I am absolutely 1000% in control of myself. Unlike a lot of you. Provably. But you know what's really funny to me? What's really funny to me is how people that do the most have this habit or I would say reaction where they want to act like they have been victimized in the worst way. They want to act like they are subject to danger, when in fact the danger that they're in is nothing more than what they create for themselves. Again, be careful what you ask for. You might just fucking get it.
So I don't know if you heard this the other day when they kept jumping on Lisa B's channel. But because one is partially why I titled the show what I titled it. Because, man, these bitches have turned into some fucking faggots.
Son,
right?
not even faggots. Just straight up Tekashi 6ix9ine tubas, son. No?
Yeah. I mean, I literally got screenshots from another Discord where they're like, hurry up, go flag that channel, go flag that episode. We'll get his stream taken down. We'll get his whole fucking channel taken down. And it's like, really? Wow.
They seem upset, son.
But they did this the other night over at Lisa B's, which is what I was getting ready to go into.
Yeah.
Like they literally did that the other night or last night at Lisa B's. And I stopped at Lisa B's because one, look, it ain't my channel. Okay. I don't run that channel. The only thing I'm there to do is help Lisa out, period.
Yeah.
Like just give her a little bit of a safety net, if in anything. So I went to go and check in, and right away, we're calling your job, AC. We're going to get you fired, AC. And it's like, really? You're really doing that? So you need to take care of anything, Lisa? Are you good to go?
Hey, who's your boss? Who's your boss? I got to talk to them motherfuckers. Oh, shit. Yeah. We got to talk about how you're involving your company in these fucking weird sexual exploits online.
Yeah, show that. Show that.
Right. Okay. All right. You want to do it here? Or should we go do it on my channel?
Oh, I'm not going to follow you. In fact, I'm not even going to watch. If you're going to do it, just
you're watching like everybody else. I have proof. You watch every single word that comes out of my mouth. Get the fuck out of my face.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay.
Yeah. You're a dog lover at this point, bro.
You weren't gonna pull out no gun.
Lisa, you good?
If AC had someone pull up on him, he ain't pulling out his fucking pistol, motherfucker. You ain't doing nothing.
Lisa, you good?
Yeah.
He's scared. He can't even
ain't doing
talk to me.
shit. This pussy ain't doing nothing.
He called my work.
That ass, Mark.
I've never cried about people calling my work. Thank you very much.
You did.
Yeah,
you cried and cried and cried. I have direct messages. I have screenshots where you were whining and crying and fucking voice chats and everywhere else like a little bitch.
Okay.
It's over.
Show it. I don't care. Lisa,
I know you don't care. You're okay with you riding a plug in front of a live audience. You're fucking.
You said it wasn't gay, and you even tried to say it wasn't even gay.
I'm just leaving.
I mean, I'll buy it's not gay, right? I'll buy it's not gay, but it's predatory, right? You did it in front of a bunch of people that were unknowing.
Hey, look, have some respect. I'm trying to talk to Miss Lisa here. Lisa, I'm just trying to make sure you're good.
Miss Lisa, she sounds like a fucking dude. She's like, we don't even know if she is a woman.
Okay, stop. I'm trying to talk to Miss Lisa. Thank you very much. Lisa, just want to make sure you're good. That's
You
all.
have my permission, AC. Go ahead.
Fuck off, 303.
And I don't even remember what all was said my way because you know what? Hold on. One of the things was AC. You put your job in your whole stream and everything. No, I didn't. What does my job have to do with anything I've ever done on fucking line?
Nothing. Absolutely.
But you had that.
Nothing.
But you had that convicted child abuser, and you had that convicted fucking animal abuser sitting there screaming at the top of his lungs, "Gotta get you fired, AC. Gotta tell your job." Hey, 303. Just so you're aware, I told my job. In fact, I sent them the information on your child abuse and your animal abuse. So good luck trying to get me fired. You're gonna fucking need it.
Yep, just get AC back and we'll have a great time.
Lisa,
Or we can sit up here and talk about how Carosa gets cuffed, but I think that we had a kind of a decent conversation last time. I'd hate to start off this one that way.
Lisa, they're gonna get you struck. Get rid of them. They're gonna get you struck. Get them out of here.
Lisa, I think you should get AC to protect you. I think he needs to come back up here to protect you.
Who's Toadmouth?
They're gonna get you struck, Lisa. They're gonna get you struck.
How are we gonna get you struck? This has been nothing but a good show.
Yeah, we've been positive. We came up here all positive.
Lisa's telling me to kill myself. Lisa wants me to die, everybody. She's telling me I should kill myself.
Lisa told me to kill myself too.
Lisa told me to kill myself.
Lisa told me to kill myself.
Self-deletion happening.
Suicide.
Hey, I got a question. Can I ask Bird? If you're a really hard, tough guy, why did you like block me off your channel so I couldn't come up? Hey, told me to kill myself.
Yeah,
It's a suicide stream.
Funny.
Yeah, that's why I thought, oh, I'll go live now at the worst time because there's like fucking 3 live streams happening. And Bird and 303 were like bitch slapping fucking all the panel all over. And then Capcom made a real arse of himself. I don't know if you all seen that. And then Bird went up there and he was saying like unalive and stuff. I was like reporting it as like fast as I could. So I think I got the right timestamp. But it's good.
Glorified security guard.
Yeah. And those are facts, ladies and gentlemen.
You don't have facts.
That is a fact.
It was a fact. Yeah, I'll still do it.
Say it, Bird, don't make it true.
Absolutely it does. Everything I say is not just factual, Lisa. It is the fucking foundation of creation. I am your maker. You can consider me your Lord and Savior, Lisa. The reason that you breathe is because I gave you breath.
All right, Satan.
You're welcome, by the way.
And you
Lisa-
fuck Huckleberry.
Dude, we should go
Why
to
the fuck would I do that?
our user fucking lard, bro.
I don't know, Bird.
Yeah, no, that's never gonna happen. Like, that's pretty weird of you to ask.
You're two-faced. You talk about somebody and then you make up with them. Then you talk about them again. Then you...
Well, wait, hold on. Who did I make what? Like, do you think I made up with Huckleberry?
knows.
Like, you think I've made up with Huckleberry? Really? You think what?
I think you sucked her, you weak motherfucker.
Whoa. Then that would make her a he. Like, yeah, I mean, if Huckleberry had a bill, that would make him a he.
And Tonic is definitely fucking gay. So.
And here's the thing. I would never suck on anything that Tonic sucked on. That's for sure.
Hey, I don't buy that. Why would you
No, that's true. I promise. That's a fact. I would never do that.
That was pretty shitty too, by the way.
What are you talking about? What was shitty?
A fucked up motherfucker.
Hold on. Say what?
As
What did I do?
As my creator, Bird, why are you so fucked up?
Well, you gotta understand. To balance life and creation. Lisa, listen.
Got a big ego.
Listen, Lisa, I've renamed you just like I once renamed Paul, right? Like Paul used to be known as Saul, Lisa, just like you used to be known as Lisa, but now you'll be known as Lisa forever.
Okay, I'm okay with that. You can call
See?
me
See?
anything. I've been around the block a few times.
I mean, I'll call you everything except for likely.
Oh, girl, Bird. Now what?
Yeah, no, I'm just happy that you were finally able to find your ovaries again.
Hey, I don't think I have them, to be honest.
No, you do. You haven't had a hysterectomy yet. They were just hiding from you.
Put them in a jar. They're sitting in there on my shelf.
Yeah, sure they are.
Why do you got to make fun of old people?
What do you mean? How am I making fun of you? Like,
Because you're pickle DMs?
Fun of me.
no, I'm not making fun of you. I'm congratulating you for being able to find your organs again. Like, I mean, I thought that was pretty brave of you.
had a
Oh, yeah.
hysterectomy. I don't have any.
I mean,
It's a suicide
you know
stream.
what's funny, guys, is I totally used to
suicide
mumbles
stream.
in the background, but because it sounds like Egg's voice, I've naturally like tuned it out.
That's pretty weak. Even for you, dude.
It's time for it's a mass birding event.
It's happening again. I don't know why.
Bird shit happens.
Is this part of the psyop too? Let me guess.
No, this is unplanned.
Yeah, this is a basic. Yeah, this is a basic case of just like ignore the fucking retard. Because sometimes it's better not to engage with stupid.
It does
Why
take one to
are
know
you
one.
engaging? Why are you engaging, Bird?
We get
What are you
bored.
talking about? I'm not. Who am I engaging? It wasn't. I wasn't engaging him. How am I
Hey,
engaging?
Bird, do you keep your psychiatrist on speed dial?
You
I am
guys
the
are 24
psychiatrist.
hours a day, you weirdo.
Like, ask anybody, Abe. I am the psychiatrist.
You need help. though. You need help.
Oh,
I mean, honestly, Abe, Bird is making you look like a bitch. Like I'm just.
That's even funnier.
You are a bitch, Rebel. Shut the fuck up.
Abe,
Good question.
what's it going to
What's
take
up,
for
buddy?
you ever to apologize to the bird?
I told you. I haven't.
Is napping me right now?
there is.
Rebel.
I don't know. I got a lot of shit in there. It's like storage. I gotta take a look at it.
Rebel, you
I don't know.
Abe,
Good question.
what's it going to
What's
take
up,
for
buddy?
you ever to apologize to the bird?
I told you. I have an issue with him. It has nothing to do with anybody else. It's him and me, and he knows what it is.
But see, what if I were to tell you that if you have an issue with him or 303, then you have an issue with me?
Well, it's what he did to me. Okay,
But
And
then, but
you know what
then,
that is?
But then, if you say you have an issue with him, though, then that means you have an issue with me. Though.
That's kind of gatekeeping, though, isn't it? I don't
You
sit
can
here and
call it
tell
whatever you want, Abe. I mean, hey, you could get into all specifics and shit.
I'm
But
not
like,
sitting here, dude. I'm not sitting here telling you you can't be friends with him. What you do what you want to do, right? But you know that guy has used you before. I'm just
it sounds
saying.
to me like you're using me because you are now
Be
telling me that
careful.
you help the people who
Be
fuck with my real life. When you try to act like you don't have a part to help Tonic, you don't have a part to help Brett, HP, Sugar Crits, Blues, Global
Why do you think
Report, and I
I'm
know you do.
everybody? What?
I know you do because you give them
I
money
am?
in your chat.
I think genuinely most people from this side of the shtick, they just either don't like me
You
or they
even
just
gave
want to troll.
Richard Cheese a wrench in your chat.
What?
You even gave Richard Cheese a wrench in your chat.
I don't see any like a lot of people from the side coming on my channel. I see different. I have a different community, and I'm in the process of kind of rebuilding my empire, if you will.
All right, so are you gonna apologize to the bird, or are you just gonna keep wasting my time?
You know, what am I supposed to apologize to this guy for? You tell me.
All right, bend on your knees and kiss his fucking toes,
Oh,
or
well.
face the fucking consequences.
What's the
You
consequence?
first, bitch, boy.
Abe,
What?
I'm not even fucking messing around. Like, just, you better apologize now.
You have to tell me what I'm supposed to apologize for. That guy owes me a hell of an apology for what he did to me.
Abe, this isn't a debate here, right? This,
I think it actually. No,
Abe,
no, there is no.
Abe, no, we're not doing this right now. Abe, listen to me.
What's going on?
Apologize.
I can't because he did something to me that was
Abe,
not.
stop. Abe. Apologize now.
Right, and he was supposed. I guess he was one
I
of the guys.
don't give a shit.
Okay.
Abe, listen to me. Abe, apologize.
I'm a man of principle, and you know, I didn't do anything to this guy, and what he did to me was
Be the bigger man.
Actually, it's more than
Be the
pretty
bigger
bad.
man, then, and apologize.
For what? Well, tell you, go get him and have him tell me what I need to apologize to him.
Abe,
do that.
Abe,
I'm not even.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to do this another time.
So you're gonna pay up then, right?
I would if I had two options, and my only two options were to apologize to that guy after what he did to me, right? And pay.
So you're gonna pay up then, right?
I'm telling you, even if I had to lose my last dime, that guy owes me a hell of an apology. He'll never do it. You don't apologize to nobody.
So then you're going to pay up then, right?
So, anyways, listen, this has been a hell of a fun panel.
Sounds like he's going to pay up then. Okay. Well, all right, Yoda, I'll talk to you later, Abe. Then, all right, y'all. So if Abe is gonna play this game, then Abe, if you don't want to be blocked or kicked from this panel, like I don't even know if I'm gonna let you back up on this panel. Like that's the thing. If you don't pay up, then because if you can't apologize to the bird, like,
fuck the bird.
See, we got a problem here, and so
This shit
F that.
is his mouth.
F that. All right, Abe. That's some fish made shit, and I'm not going to tolerate it. So I got them all triggered over there at Lisa's right now. because they finally figured out that I sent Abe over there to keep tabs on them, and so they're losing their shit. Lisa doesn't want to take accountability for obtaining illegal substances from Brett.
Yep.
They're falling apart.
They are falling apart over there. That is a nice avatar. Who is that?
It's Tonic's mom. It's his mom, Rebecca.
Okay. Oh, okay. Tonic's mom doesn't bother Tonic. He uses her. He
He doesn't care. He used her himself. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was wondering about what I was participating in co-signing, but you know what, Rebel? I think you're on the team. Yeah.
Cool.
So we took over Bloodsports Live tonight.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So I don't have all the weird, violent, death, gory, animated backgrounds because I would not spend my time making those things.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
So, but what I'm wondering is, where is the Bloodsports? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I think it's all just made up on his end. All he does is gaming and talk a bunch of fucking e-begging smack. Like,
and then he hides behind his girlfriend's skirt.
Yeah.
And screams third party when Connie says that he works with 303 and Bird.
Yeah.
Hi, Chicky. Welcome. You're a mountain chicken.
Hell yeah.
I know for a fact that Chicky records every single one of my streams, start to finish. Like she's one of the first ones in my stream. So hi, Chicken. Hi, Chicken.
Hey, Chicken.
Hey, Chicken.
Shout out to Chicken.
Yeah, shout out to the Mountain Chicken. Everything is your fault, Mountain Chicken. Everybody that gets in trouble from here on out is your fault, Mountain Chicken.
Yep.
Yep. Everyone blame the Mountain Chicken.
Blame the Mountain Chicken, y'all.
Here's the thing. They keep him around as a subject changer. Anytime they want to talk about the Bird or I, or even you sometimes, they go after Abe. It has nothing to do with it. Like, Abe could be in the middle of the conversation, relevant, you know what I mean? Not talking about himself, and they're still on, don't talk about yourself, Abe. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But only when the Bird comes up, Mr. Anonymous, that guy they don't talk about no more.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think I can get Abe to apologize. I'm very close to getting him to apologizing to the Bird.
That's what's up.
I'm pretty close to it, yeah.
He apologized to me. So my wife told Tonic to self-delete.
Threatened my life and then got her kid to say "fuck you" to me. So I mean, these people are not. Yeah.
Oh, there was that whole fucking thing. Yep.
The same kids that will rescue like Mike Vick's puppies from that trailer full of feces. Those kids.
How old are these kids that the parents are teaching them to say "fuck you"?
They're like 6 years old.
Go slit your own fucking throat, Fox.
Fox, stop talking shit.
Wow, that's really responsible. Responsible behavior in front of the kid.
Hey, say fuck you.
Does anyone know how old that kid was then? Does anyone know? Or is that me talking about kids again? I gotta go with that shit. That's brisk, son.
Oh my
Them
God.
feral babies, bro.
Young.
That's messed up.
Say fuck you to Tonic. I fucking hurt her feelings just telling her fucking facts about herself. I didn't even insult her looks or anything. I just told her that, look, your marriage is based on a fucking joke. You were clearly taken advantage of by an older man, a man who was overage. You were underage, which is illegal, right? You were trying to tell me something about Colorado law. Yeah, I don't recognize that. If you guys are gonna go after Jimbo for the same fucking shit.
Yeah, I know.
Abe kicked us out of the Discord for it. And
I know.
He's wondering why I think that he's a traitor. Well, it doesn't matter what my wife says. If you don't co-sign what my wife says because you're on my boat, then you're getting off my boat.
Exactly.
Yeah, you better learn how to swim fast, buddy.
Yep. And I even told him to let you back in there, and he still was like resistant. But
yeah, I'm like, you don't do that shit. You don't call yourself my friend. You know what I mean? You can disagree with something that one of my people did all day long, but I'll be damned if you're actually gonna fuck around and find out.
Yeah, but then he'll leave all of Tonic's people in his server. Then it's like
yeah. Well, it's that cloud chase. That's the only thing that he's got going for him, right?
Yeah.
You can chase him around and do retarded shit. I got no love for Abe. It doesn't matter. Everybody knows.
No, I got no love for Abe either. I think that Abe is a shit fuck. He's done me dirty so many times, but like the thing is like I'll still have Abe around because I feel like I can get through to him. I think that someday soon I can get him to apologize to the Bird. It's just
I think that's a good move.
Yeah, I think that's the only option he can really take at this point.
This is literally our jobs, guys. We literally get paid to do this. Like there are literally people that enjoy this so much. Obviously, you know what I mean? You guys can call them donos if you want, right? Or tipping your content creator. But the reality is, if you appreciate the stream and you give the content creator some money, that's just hooking them up. And you guys want to hook up somebody for doing some cool shit? Right the fuck on.